Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. If you're new here, I'm Leanna. I am an intuitive energy healer, sound frequency healer using my voice and channel. So this session, we're going to be tapping into my own frequency streams of the Morrigan as a archetype. And how this transmission came about is I'm starting a new program called Chrysanthemum Hall, which is a 3-part program. The second phase is goddess initiations. And in that phase, we're only working with 9 goddesses. The Morrigan is not one of them, but she had previously been coming in to work with in another iteration of this earlier. And when I had created the Chrysanthemum Hall and she wasn't in there, I kept feeling she wants to come through still. She wants to come through still. And when she wanted to come through was today. So that's what we're doing. If you're not familiar with the Morrigan, she's a Celtic goddess, very associated with Ireland and the land of Ireland, the sovereignty and power of Ireland, but also with war, with battle, fury, protection, sovereignty, guiding people in battle. She's associated with shape-shifting. In some accounts, she is a triple goddess, usually seen in pagan as sort of an iteration of Maiden, Mother, Crone. But each phase, each 3, represent her own power. Today, we're going to be doing a journey for Triadic Rebirth. And how that has come through to me is unifying your mind, shedding what's now no longer in alignment with your mind, your heart, and your body. So these are the 3 triadic rebirths, the mind being seen as the maiden of curiosity, tenacity, structure, and the heart as the maiden, or as the crone, your wisdom, your divine knowing, your love, and the mother as your body. What nourishes you, nurtures you, and pulls you through. So in the Chrysanthemum Hall, when we're doing the goddess initiations, at the beginning of the week, it's a story transmission and ritual transmission drop. Then it's a journey. And then it is a embodiment or sound practice. So when we're starting today, we're going to go into the story of the Morrigan as it's coming through me, my own architecture. So it's going to be in alignment with the lessons, the knowings that the group who are going to watch this, whether you're watching it now or later, need to hear. It may not match stories you've heard before. This is usually how things come through for me. It doesn't mean the stories you've heard before are wrong. It just means this is the resonance, the lessons, that energy that she wants to impart now. And then we're going to work on some healing, which is going to come through in some sound frequencies, I know, but it could also be guidance to move your body in a certain way, breathe in a certain way, or to use your own sound. And when I was tapping into the energy before this, it is very smoky, very billowy. There is a flow to it, a shadowness to it, but not in a way that feels heavy. It's a very light shadow, a very almost nurturing, holding you in shadow kind of feeling. So we'll see what comes through. When I do this, my voice can change a little bit. The nature of the Morrigan, I expect there to be a lot of emotion, but it's going to be what comes through now. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I feel like it changes a lot, and then I listen back to it and it doesn't change as much. It's just the energy that's coming through. So you may feel emotions inside of you because when the sound is coming out of me to invoke emotions, that's why it's coming out to evoke emotions in you. Or power, it might come out very powerful. You might feel energy in your body. You might need to move, even if you're not guided to, just to anchor in or allow energy to move through you. So trust whatever you want to do, whether that is breathing in a certain way, toning in a certain way, or moving, because you're going to feel the energy how you need to. For you, I'm not, even if it comes through like a usual meditation, which it's going to be more of an embodiment, so I doubt it will. I'm not strict on breathing in silence is the only way to connect and heal. So do whatever you feel is right for you. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. It will be as long as it needs to be. So it could be 20 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be 45 minutes. We'll just see. And if you want to, just to set your space as we begin, you can see golden light coming through from your lower body up through your heart and out, surrounding you in a hexagon, a 3D hexagon shape. 4, protecting you, aligning your energy, allowing it to come into coherence. And we're only allowing what is in alignment with your best and highest good, your truest self and heart, to enter in to your energy field. Nothing you permit will be allowed to enter, nothing that is not in alignment with your heart or for your healing, restoration, will be able to come through. So to begin this session today, hello, dears. As I come in, as this energy of transformation comes in, there is an evoking of wounds that is being felt now. The cries that were not heard, the prayers that remained unanswered. When you felt you were backed against a wall in battle yourself, whether that was with your family, with society, with your circumstance. And we're just allowing those to come into your awareness and to be felt. You were not unheard. You were not unwitnessed by me, by the all. You were not unwitnessed by the heart. But it was not time to reach you. You needed to be able to see yourself for who you are. Which is strong, powerful knowing. So when you were in the dark alone, fighting, you were not alone. You were being held by the shadows. The ones that could reach you, the ones that could hold you and anchor you. Not the darkness, but the smoke that moves where it needs to be. The birds that see all and know all through time and space. Or the trees, or the clouds. You were witnessed, you were known, you just needed to be. But they were holding you, they were guiding you along the way. So as this energy comes in and you feel these emotions, pay attention to where they are felt. Pay attention to where they want to move out of you. Is it out of your hands? Is it out of your feet? Maybe it's out of your heart. And as I share about battle, about glory, about why this frequency needed to come in more again, pay attention to what it invokes in you. I am a goddess of a threefold nature: fury, strength, transformation. These are where my frequencies lie, my identity. But within that fury, strength, transformation, there is a grace in that, a justice, a liberation in that. The people who often worked with me in the beginning, who knew me as song, as breath, as fire, saw within themselves a fury they could not understand, a fury they could not name, a fury that, when unleashed, disturbed those around them. So through that process of understanding their own fury, their own battle cries, their own nature to defend, to protect, and then to also maim when it was not held in strength and transformation. They would invoke me, an energy, a goddess, or a woman who could see their fury, who could know their pain, and show them how to transform it, who could show them the center of their fury as power, who could show them that they were stronger than their basest desires to maim, to allow their emotions to move through them in a way that was not central to their being, to their heart. So I did not evoke fury, I directed it to be more graceful, to hold those wounded by it in an alchemical fire of transformation. Now, when I was tending the people, my communities, these flames, as a woman, and later as an energy of the goddess, our strength, our fury, our power was known as a form of protection, as a boundary, because it held us in community. But it was not all we were. It was not all we knew. But it was its own magic, its own fire. When it was used to harm, when it was used beyond the bounds of integrity, of free will choice, of permission of being, there was also a sense of justice through those who worked with me as a goddess, those who respected the land, knew not to harm it. Those who respected the being knew not to harm it without cause, without a sense of accountability, of honoring our own freedom. So those who worked with us upheld liberation by holding those accountable for harm. This did not always go gracefully, but within our heart, we wish for more for you not to punish, but to understand, for you not to cause harm, but to know change is possible. Now there came a time when Ireland wept, when Ireland died, when the rivers flowed with more blood than with song. But those people are strong, are knowing. When the tides turn, when worshiping goddesses changed, and Ireland was covered in her blood, we all wept. We all felt the loss of her power, of our power. There was no one there to tend the fury, no one there to alchemize it, no one there to sing you through battles, to show you the light through the ash, to show you the grace through your own destruction. And as this returns, you find it within yourself. You find the power to alchemize your own fury, your own destruction, into strength of self, into personal power, into knowing of who you are, what you fight for, why you fight for it, and how it serves you and all. How it serves your body, how it serves your heart, how it serves your mind, your communities that shape you. So battle in my time was necessary as you see it here now, but there is no reason to it. Now, people don't know what they're fighting for. They don't know where the light is at the end of the tunnel. Because they've forgotten their own body and their own heart. They've forgotten that their fury and destruction can be graceful, can be honorable, can be for freedom in a way that serves all. And as the goddess returns to your battles, it is because she is returning to your hearts, to your wombs, to your minds. To where you understand that nurturing your own being, every emotion has strength, every emotion has power. But know what that is. Know what's yours. Know where to lead it. Know how to move it in a way that honors not only your body, but others. And there is a rebalancing that will happen as this continues. How to hold your own land, your own communities freely. But how to weave them together with all. And now, focus in on your feet. Your feet hold you steady. They hold you in light and in dark, in battle, in dance, in honoring yourself. As you focus on your feet, see now the smoke that held you through your darkest periods when no one was listening, but the earth was, the goddess was. This smoke might be a light gray, a charcoal, even a white, is flowing through to you now, revealing the wounds that are ready to be released. As it moves up your legs, now the smoke that we work with cleanses. It is shadowy, yes, but its frequency removes what has harmed, what is no longer needed. And as it moves up your knees, through to your legs, and around your hips, I want you to tune in to your hips, to your glutes. are a source of power physically for your body. But they often hold feminine rage. They often hold wounds, suppression, sexual distortions. And as you focus on this space, you may feel what harm, what memories this area is holding. Your place of power, but of ultimate softness, ultimate reception, that often gets violated. And just allow that to move through and breathe. You can move, you can sway, you can scream. It is okay. And now as the smoke moves higher up your torso, another soft yet structural point in your body, supportive, vulnerable. At the same time, your torso, your belly, often represents where you're willing to receive, where you're willing to be seen, where you're willing to be held, loved. Not just your heart, but the soft places of you. The places that you don't show often willingly to many, but to those you love, they may touch, they may caress them. This area often holds wounds of not being received, not being held tenderly enough for what was needed. It also holds memories of battle, of wounds. Physically or emotionally, of not trusting yourself. Wounds that maybe make you feel you need to guard yourself or guard others. You need to shield. And if this comes up for you as you place your awareness, just see that smoke around your shield. Some of you carry them with you still. Not always for yourself. Some of you have vowed in your heart to carry them for others. But ask yourself, why are you carrying that shield, dear? What is it protecting you from? Do you need that protection? Or is it keeping you from something? And why was it needed in the past? Why did you need that shield? Do you still want it? If you want to be free of it, if you want to be lighter, allow yourself to lay it down. Take another deep breath in. Honor what is moving through you. It was needed at one time, but you don't have to carry it anymore. You don't have to protect those who never protected you. We're just honoring the emotions for a moment before we continue. Now, breathe in through your heart as the smoke moves up. Your heart guards as well your own emotions, your own feelings, your own light, your own love. It holds where you've betrayed yourself, abandoned yourself, abandoned your own knowing, your own love, your own pleasures and joys, abandoned your own truth. But it also honors your own knowing, your own light, your own body. It keeps you whole. And as the smoke moves up through your chest, through your heart, clearing memories, wounds, showing you your love for self, for others, how your love transforms your fury into medicine. When it is held through you, through your own body. Witness now your own light, your own ability to transform your own shadows, your own darkness into wholeness. into expressions and ways of being that never should have been suppressed. When connected with your heart, with your truth, with your knowing of self and what you stand for, your fury, your scream, your rage can be transformative. When you know what it is for, in truth. Allow all grief of times you did not fight for yourself or for others to fall away, all shame where you did not stand up in the way that you wanted to for yourself. And release all grief when you did not follow what your heart was telling you to. When you fought for someone else's beliefs that were not true for you. We're going to move the smoke up to your shoulders, your collarbone, down your arms and hands, releasing any ties that bind, any chains, restrictions that you feel here. And then breathe through your hands as the smoke moves back up to your throat. Your throat shares your truth from your heart, from your mind. It expresses it. It releases your cries. It releases your song. It releases your calls. And that has power to shift, to transform, to heal. A power that was not always accepted, often cases has not been. There's a separation in many from your throat to your mind to your heart. Not intentionally, but it is like a scar from experiences, from maiming, from persecution. And as you gain awareness of this scar, you don't need to see what caused it unless it is a benefit for you in this life. But the smoke moves around this scar, releasing. And as it does, a connection between your heart, mind, through your throat begins to return. A weaving between your heart and your throat and your throat and your mind. You may hum, you may sing. And if you feel it, just place your hand where there's a knot or a twinge or an ache and ask. Say, I witness this pain. I honor this pain, this wounding when I was not allowed to speak, when I was harmed for speaking, for creating. Or when I was wounded here in a way that wounded my heart. And through this witnessing, I return you to wholeness. I return you to right relationship with my heart and with my mind. Honoring the truth of my emotions, honoring the truth of my love and of my fire, and honoring the truth of my mind. And now the smoke moves gently to your mind. Since some of you fear your own mind. Why? Your thoughts, your desires. Some of you fear being seen for your own mind. Not because there's anything wrong with it, because you haven't shown it before. What's in there? If you take a look, what pieces of yourself, what genius of yourself are you hiding? Place your awareness on your mind, not as an organ, but as a geometric temple landscape of knowing. What are you curious about? What natural gifts are hiding in there? Or natural abilities have you not allowed to come through? Maybe you've not felt safe. Maybe you've not had the energy, the integration, the embodiment to bring them through. But if they're showing up now, you do. Maybe it's more of what you already know, but it's just a different way of accessing it. And as the smoke moves up through your mind and reveals what you're hiding and why, see those being unlocked, being restored, healed. And now the smoke moves up through around you. As it moves and swirls, it's calling back any pieces of you. Any threads you've outsourced, any threads you've scattered about of your own being, or maybe pieces of you that were fragmented, harmed in battle. We call them back. We shepherd them back. As we do, we will use sound. to restore what is being returned, to make it whole, to rebirth it anew. Ake ate ato are ate akuruka harosh efme ale kurashara he umbayalea murware ale he mura hare kamarua ekuhualehea roka me alam marokaya ushnaya he alambaro af me alo haro kambea he alea lo ahaya hum hayete aroku ahalayaro Amaya kamayaro Shelalo kamaya leha Oram kumbatea Kumbaya lo aheaku He Halo Meam kamarua Elamete amata kuruhale Feyaloku Amalo Take one breath in through your feet again. Feel it move up through your body. Exhaling. Taking a breath in through the base of your being. Lifting it up through your heart as you exhale. Taking another breath in through your crown, the top of your head. Feeling the breath move down through your head, through your throat, down through your heart. Ask yourself now, what do you need in this moment to honor your own transformation, where you've been, where you are here in this moment, born new? And what do you need to know about where you're going? How holding where you've been in light and awareness, even the darkest parts of yourself, knowing them, honoring them, understanding how they've shaped you into being now. As you gain this awareness, all threads of your past furl towards you, into the now, into your understanding, and you see how they are part of your truth, a part of who you came here to be. And the parts you're most angry about, the parts you most wish you could change, the parts that you feel like poisoned you, have been the biggest burdens. How have they shaped your truth? How have they shaped how you serve? And as they fold into this moment, they no longer weigh you down. They no longer distort who you are. They no longer project their own desires onto you. Because you are here now, and you know you're held, you know you're witnessed, and you know you're strong, and you know you can turn that strength into transformation. And that past moves through you in the now and unfurls out like a golden road glistening in front of you, transformed into who you came here to be. Through releasing the weight of the past, honoring the now, it paints a golden road for you to step into in every moment. And you can hold this knowing there is gold in front of me. I have created it. I have transformed it. I may not know what is in the future because I honor the now, but I know that every step I take is on this golden road. And this is where I will leave you. Listen for my song in the wind, in the smoke, from the birds. And now you can see the golden light around you shrink back down until it surrounds your body, sealing in the energies aligned for you to receive during this session, allowing them to integrate with ease, and allowing your energy to know that you are no longer receiving, releasing any threads that do not belong to you from this session, and calling back any threads that do. If your eyes are closed, whenever you're ready, you may open them. And if anyone wants to share, you made it through, that would be great. And anything in the chat you want to share about your experience, I would love to see it. But if not, I will just let you go and enjoy the rest of your day. I had a lot of fun bringing that through. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to leave up the replay for a day or two, and then it will be behind an email subscription as part of a preview for the Chrysanthemum Hall. So if you want to go through it again, or if you have questions, feel free to email me or send me a message elsewhere. Thanks so much for joining. I'll see you next time.